guys, welcome. There is a lot of drama going on recently, and one of the names is constantly popping off, and that's the name of world champion Vladimir Kramnik, who's been accusing a lot of people of cheating. You know, every time he is losing his games, he goes on Twitter or on chess.com, types, okay, this statistics, and everyone is being accused. He has beef with many players, and one of them is Hikaru Nakamura, who was accused multiple times because of his unusual streaks. Do you think Hikaru is cheating? Because I think it just, it just can't be possible. But like, according to Kramnik, you can't trust anyone, so let's see what happens. So they faced off in early title Tuesday event 2 days ago on Tuesday, and Hikaru plays G4. Hikaru doesn't care. He's like, I'm playing Vladimir, let's troll him. Vladimir responds with d5, and here I'm actually surprised that Vladimir plays all the best moves in this opening. Queen b7, knight d7, I was kinda shocked that he knows all the stuff, but that means, he studies. He knows what to do even against Grob. Knight e7, e5, bishop c7, queen a6, castle, h3, bishop f5, knight f3, f6, and now Hikaru doesn't take on f6, but plays e6. He continues with his pawn sacrifice, and now he gives a pawn again. And after castle, Vladimir Kramnik's position is absolutely winning on move 15. Hikaru sacrificed everything, and now he's in a very bad spot. Of course, here, let's say, Hikaru could have taken, but here, black simply have a huge domination, and, it would have been tough to survive. Rook e1, rook e8, bishop d2, knight b6, and knight to jump into c4, queen d6, and now basically what Hikaru wants is to play knight h4. Not Hikaru, Vladimir. So basically he wants to set up this checkmate idea, and let's say why do something random. That's not what happened, but let's say this, queen h2, king f1, and something like bishop h3, and the idea is that bishop h3, queen h1 is a checkmate. Of course that didn't happen, rook ac1 was played, but still Vladimir goes for knight h4. And here Hikaru should have taken this knight on h4, and after king h2 this and bishop h3 there is simple rook trade, and after f4, which is very hard to find, somehow white are still holding in this game. That of course didn't happen, because after knight h4 Hikaru plays rook e3, protecting knight on f3, making it more stable, and now Vladimir finds absolutely mind-blowing bishop h3. The idea of bishop h3 is very simple. So let's say knight h4. Let's start with an easy one. That's exactly what happened, so let's not do that first. So maybe rook e8 first. It all comes down to the same tactic. Knight h4, there is queen h2, there's queen h1 checkmate. That's very cute. And I mean, white don't have any other options here. If bishop h3, there is knight f3, rook f3, there's king f1, queen h1. Again, very cute checkmate. So all Hikaru has is to play knight h4, queen h2, king f1, bishop g2, knight g2 here. And now let's just calculate the pawns, and now Vladimir is up 2 pawns. His position is completely winning, and all he needs to do is to convert this position and finally exposes Hikaru cheated. King d3, queen g6, king e2, bishop f4, queen a7, now takes an exchange. So easy. Vladimir is destroying him. Maybe Vladimir is the one cheating in this game. Rook b8, queen c7, queen g4, king d2, queen d7, queen d7 takes, bishop f4, rook c8, a4, and of course, slowly Vladimir has all the resources here to convert. f5, rook g1, rook g8, bishop d6, f4, and now king is basically coming to e6, f5, knight a4, king e6, bishop c5, king f5, and king is slowly going to take this pawn on f2, and then help those pawns to promote themselves. h4, f3 to block this king of g4 or e4 square, rook e8, knight c3, rook e3, trying to take, a6. And what's interesting here is basically, even if this pawn promotes, considering that, let's say, we sacrifice this rook for a pawn, those pawns are so strong that they will probably move themselves and easily win the game for black pieces. Rook a1, h3, b5 takes, after h2, knight c7, knight c5, knight a8, and here, actually not waiting for the next move of Vladimir, Hikaru admitted his loss, because basically he's losing due to knight b3, let's say king to knight a1, and here knight e7 or knight b6, doesn't matter, there is h1, a8, queen, queen g2, king e1, rook f1, checkmate. And here, I mean, white can't do anything. Again, king c2 this, check, and actually h1 again, promote, checkmate. So this is how Vladimir Kramnik won his game against Hikaru Nakamura. He was probably very happy about this result. I mean, Hikaru played dubious grop opening and Vladimir punished it. And for me, it's kind of disappointing to see that players of such level beef with each other. I mean, Vladimir started it, so Hikaru is just trying to defend himself. And of course, I don't think all those accusations are real, even based on the stats. Like, Hikaru is a world-class player, and he was playing against some random dudes like me, and of course he would destroy someone like me easily. And Vladimir is saying, oh, that's not possible, Romka will probably beat Hikaru 1 out of 50 times. I don't think so. Hikaru will probably beat the shit out of me. So I just don't think it's all good for the chess world. But let's see. I mean, I know there is a big cheating problem. I mean, whoever says there is no cheating problem at all, I mean, guys, you're not right. So I just hope Vladimir Kramnik does something the right way, you know, exposes some of the names, you know, find those people. I just hope, you know, we'll get some results. And again, let me know in the comments, what do you think about this beef, specifically about Vladimir Kramnik. I know you'll roast him in the chat. So I'll see you very soon, tomorrow, in the next video. Bye bye.